My Summer Hall of Fame in every category right now. What is up, my fragrant people? And man, do we have a video today. These are my top 12 fragrances for summer, but they are put into categories. Shout out to my boy Lance in the Caribbean who gave me this idea. Instead of a typical top 12 or top 10, in this case we have 12, we're not gonna do a countdown. This is gonna be every category that I use these fragrances for throughout the summer, and I have the best 2 out of every category. So sit back, relax, hit that like button on your way in, and you know what to do. Close the door because we're about to get real cozy with Summer Top 12. Now, the way we're gonna break this down is that I have 6 categories. All 6 of these categories have 2 fragrances each, and these 2 fragrances out of each category are my best of the best. These fragrances, all of them pull monstrous compliments, and I love wearing them. So the first category is going to be my day date fragrances. These are my fragrances, guys, that are my choices that get me the most compliments when I'm going on a day date. That is any type of date, whether I'm outside or inside. The daytime temperatures here could be wildly different, especially the humidity difference. And these fragrances really pull compliments, and I love them. First up is from the house of Bond number 9, and that is Bleecker Street. This fragrance here, guys, is woody, featuring the note of blueberry. You cannot imagine how many compliments Bleecker Street actually pulls for me. In the daytime, if I'm going anywhere on the date and I'm meeting a young lady for a date, this one right here gets the job done for me. Compliments like crazy. It lasts on my skin damn near forever. It will last me until the evening, until I take a shower, change clothes, and do that 24-hour date thing that you guys maybe heard me talk about. A go-to, a staple, I will always have a bottle. It's Bleecker Street from Bond number 9. Now, this next fragrance in my day date category is an absolute stunner. I'd have to say this is probably my favorite one to go to if I'm going somewhere on a date during the daytime. It performs like a star here in the high heat and humidity in Texas. Doesn't last forever, but it lasts as long as I need it to. Coming from the house of Xerjoff, and that is Wooten Overdose. This fragrance, guys, is a stunner, and if you saw my review on it, you know how much I love it. It is awesome. Grabs compliments by the ton. Women love when I wear this fragrance, guys, and I'm telling you, it is a no fail. It is 100% compliments for me. If I want compliments, if I want attention, and I'm on a day date, this also night date also, but day date is perfect because of the composition and because of how it performs here in Texas. It was a suggestion from a woman, and she knew exactly what she was talking about. This one grabs attention, and I love wearing it. Awesome fragrance for summer. Probably my best day dates fragrance right now. Wooten Overdose from Xerjoff. All right, for the second category is summer date night. These are the fragrances that I will go to. These are my top fragrances that I will go to if I'm going on a date night that's not very formal. So these are date nights that you kind of dressed up a little bit, but not really. These 2 are absolute stunners. Once again, compliment pullers, but they actually make me feel good. So love these fragrances. This first one is personally my favorite, even though it doesn't get as many compliments as the second one. This one is coming from the now infamous house of Creed, and that is Silver Mountain Water. This fragrance, guys, all you need to know is that it is an ozonic, slightly inky tea, drying down to a sandalwood and musk. Opens up with a bright bergamot and orange, and this thing is an absolute showstopper. Once again, this is another fragrance that was chosen by a woman, and man, oh man, did she also not miss on this one. Women love this fragrance on a guy, and I think because it walks that unisex line so well, it does everything so right. Summer date night, this is one. I would say this is my second go-to. Now let's go to the first one. All right, now my stunner go-to that you guys have heard me talk about ad nauseum is from the house of Nishane, and that is Haksivat. Now, man, oh man, this one, once again, 100% compliment monster every single time I wear it. I don't care where I'm going to Whataburger or going on a date. This fragrance right here can be dressed all the way up, but I tend to use this one when I'm going on a summer date night or a spring date night too, but a high heat date night to where I'm not dressed all the way up. I'm not in a suit with this one. I'm in maybe dress jeans and a button down, or something that's a more formal looking shirt, a polo or something like that, but I'm not in a suit or a suit jacket on this one. This one right here, dressed up just a little bit, maybe to go out to eat to a place that's not very formal. This one fits the bill. This one has women tripping over me. My personality plays a part in that too. Yeah, no. A bright grapefruit and pineapple, dries down to a green oak moss and woody notes. Oh man. Get your nose on Nishane Haxivat and you will not be disappointed. Some guys actually don't like it, but try it on a woman that you're going out with and see how she likes it. I don't know, maybe some of you still won't wear it, but for me, does the trick and I love it. This really attracts a lot of attention. Beast mode lasts 12 plus hours. I love it. This is a masterpiece of a fragrance. Summer Date Night 2023. All right, that last category was Summer Date Night Less Than Formal. This category is going to be the formal date night. This, you're suited up, guys. You are dressed, you're going to the best steakhouse in your town or wherever you're going, seafood. This is when you're dressed all the way up. You're wearing a suit and she's wearing that little black dress. So the first fragrance is once again an absolute showstopper, suggested to me by yet another woman. This fragrance, guys, it's funny. I have a funny story behind it real quick. When I first got it, I tried to give it away because I just was not ready for it. Years ago, I first got this fragrance. I literally tried to give it away and my buddies wasn't having it. They're like, nah, I don't want it. Another guy was like, nah, I don't want it. I finally came around to it and man, oh man, started blowing formal dates out of the water and I found its niche. Summer date night, dressed all the way up. This is regal. This is grown man sexy. You gotta carry yourself right. This is Amouage and this is Reflection Man. Hey man, Ylang Ylang, Orris, Sandalwood, Patchouli. Listen, you need to wear this. You need to actually have this in your rotation, guys. Women adore this, especially when you're dressed up. You're gonna smell like money. Handsome, grown man style from Amouage is Reflection Man. Now from one compliment beast to the next. This fragrance right here, guys, features the note of mint, and you guys know I love mint. A woman killer. Summertime especially. I wear this fragrance even when I'm not dressed up, but it is so good. When you put on a suit, a well-tailored suit, and you rock this one correctly, oh man, has sport in the name, but do not let it fool you. This one coming from the house of Chanel is Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Hey man, you're not gonna go wrong with this one. You're talking about opening up with a nice bright blast of citruses. Mint holds its own in there. As it dries down, you're gonna get in the bottom is where it really comes alive. The sandalwood and the tonka bean mixed together, you're gonna get some sweet woodiness there. Very masculine. From the house of Chanel is Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Okay y'all, follow me to the beach. This next category are my top 2 beach fragrances. Now, of course, yep, we're talking about beach dates too. So going to the beach in Texas, man, yeah, we don't have the best beaches in the world, but we do have some water. It might be brown, but we got some water. You go into the beach, it's hot, but it's windy. This is where your lower performing fragrances can actually shine. This one, once again, a compliment monster, or wouldn't be on this list, but also a cheapie. Both of them are cheapies, but get compliments like crazy. Like I told you guys, quality is quality. I don't care if it's $10 or $1,000. And this fragrance brings it home for me every single summer for years on end now. This is a staple when I'm going to the beach or going to be around any type of water like that. This, coming from the house of John Varvatos, is Artisan Pure. Hey man, you talk about that white wicker bottle, baby. You're talking about orange, super fruity, citrusy, featuring the note of petitgrain when it goes down into the mid. As it dries down, you're basically gonna get the same thing. This is basically linear. It is a fruity citrus bomb laced with a little bit of petitgrain in there. Slightly woody, but man, oh man, this fragrance, guys, I love it. My son says it smells like the beach, and it really does. John Varvatos Artisan Pure, a cheapie, freshy, super fruity. She's gonna love it. Try this one. Now we head to one of my other compliment monsters, going to the beach. This fragrance never fails, and if any woman has ever been to the beach with me, she's probably smelled this one for sure. This one, once again, is a cheapie, old school. I've had this one forever, and my goodness, it still works like a charm, like it just came out this year. And this one is coming from the pretty boy house of Versace, and this is Man Eau Fraiche. Boy, you're talking about a cheapie workhorse. This fragrance you cannot miss, featuring the note of a star fruit. You listen, when you smell eau fraiche, you know what it is. When women smell it, now you may smell like an ex-boyfriend with this one. That's the only thing. It does smell good, so a lot of guys have been hip to this. It fits every budget. You could get 100 mils, I think, for like 30 bucks now or something like that. This could be familiar to a woman. You could wear this and you might smell like her ex-boyfriend. But wear this at the beach, guys. If you're in a high humidity, this is going to go well around water, even around a pool. If you're going to a pool party or something like that, wear this going around water. I'm telling you, you're gonna get that citrusy, fruity, aromatic burst, and it's pretty linear, so it's gonna kind of stay that way the whole time. Decent performance, but you're gonna need that wind from the beach to help you out. And when the wind catches you, the sillage is way better than it fresh off your skin. Trust me, this has worked for me every single time. Compliment beast, but I have to wait to go to the beach or to a pool to wear this. It fits perfectly. Check it out. All right, y'all ready to go to work? We're going to work now. These two are my favorite work or office fragrances. These are mass appealing. People always like these. They're very, very hard to dislike. Is that saying that you won't dislike them or somebody else won't? Of course, there's an exception to everything, but these very mass appealing, smell great, and grab compliments. And the first one up is from the house that says that there is art in chemistry. You know what that is, from the house of essential molecules, and that is molecule 01 plus mandarin. My goodness, this is my high heat simplicity artistic fragrance. Whenever I do not feel like wearing a fragrance, or I don't want to project, I don't want someone to really notice me, molecule 01 always works. That is a beautiful fragrance, but when they added mandarin in here, man, it just makes it the perfect summer anti-fragrance. If you don't feel like wearing a fragrance, or you're going into a meeting when people are going to be kind of close to you, you don't want to catch some type of attention, this makes a statement. You smell good, you smell clean, you have a cocooning effect, but it has a touch of citrus in there from the mandarin orange. This is the one for you. Get your nose on this one. A perfect office scent for the summer. I love it, gets compliments, and this is what keeps me smelling good at work. Now, next up is a flanker to an extremely popular fragrance that most people like, and most men have in their collection. Powdery, super clean, fresh out the shower. We all know that Prada does those the best. So from the house of Prada, we have Prada L'Homme, but this is Prada L'Homme L'Eau, the blue bottle. This one actually adds a little bit of that citrusy into that with a slightly amber in the middle. And as it dries down, you're still getting that powderiness down to a nice sandalwood, guys. You cannot get cleaner than Prada L'Homme. And Prada L'Homme L'Eau is just a nice flanker to have, guys. If you're looking for something, if you've been wearing Prada L'Homme probably for years like I have, try Prada L'Homme L'Eau. This will kind of kickstart you back into loving that DNA again and give you a little bit of citrusy kind of summer bite. Going to work fragrance, you cannot beat this. Office environment, come on, man. All right, guys, so we have been on a day date. We've been on a night date, regular night date. We've been on a formal night date. We've been to the beach, and we've been to work. Now we're about to come all full circle, and we're gonna talk about two of my favorite fragrances this summer that you could wear every day. An easy reach, dumb reach, smart reach, intelligent reach, whatever y'all wanna call it. But the first one that I wanna talk about is one that I just did a review on. I'll try to link it up here so you guys can check it out. If you haven't checked the full breakdown out, check it out. Don't have time here for it, but from the house of Parfums de Marly is Sedley. Now you're talking about a nice, beautiful scent, guys. This one I like very, very much. I recommend this one full-heartedly. I stand behind this one. Very good. Now, even though I don't get extremely good performance out of this one, some people say they get 10 plus hours out of it. I get about 5. So 5 hours, but that's good. All I need is 5. This is an everyday fragrance that I can wear, that I've been loving wearing it. I've been leaning on the trigger, spraying this thing 10, 15, sometimes 20 times. Does not get cloying in the Texas heat and humidity. It is a beautiful mint citrus opening. As it dries down, you're gonna get some of that little bit of greenness to it, and then it gets woody at the base. Hey man, it just smells good and is a compliment beast. You know House of Parfums de Marly always doing things right. Check it out. And the second fragrance that we're gonna talk about, guys, is one that I introduced to you guys a little while back. A lot of you guys have worn this, you have it or have had it. I believe that this fragrance is a perfect everyday fresh summer scent. I've been rocking it. It also goes well with linen. I put it on my certified linen video. Great with linen because you can spray it under your clothes and it projects enough to come through a light linen or a light material. This one coming from the house of Giorgio Armani is Acqua di Gio Profondo. A great marine fragrance, guys. Marine notes, water notes, whatever you want to call it. I think this is actually marine notes. This is aromatic, it is fresh, it is a burst of freshness and cleanness. If you ever just want to be clean, slightly green, slightly blue, this gives me an aquatic note, an aquatic color, and an aquatic feel. You guys have to get your nose on this one. It is a great price. Get this on discounters. You can get this size bottle. I think this might be 100 mils. You can get this for less than 100 bucks. I think it's less than $80 nowadays on discounters. So hey man, this is a great compliment getter. It is not something that's going to wear you out. You're not going to get nose fatigue from it. That's what makes these last two really good everyday fragrances. So something you can just grab, go to the grocery store, run errands. Man, Giorgio Armani does these types of fragrances so well, and Profondo does better than Profumo in my opinion. And I love Profumo. I always stand behind Profumo, but this beats out Profumo for an everyday fragrance. I wouldn't want to wear Profumo every single day. And in the high heat, this one does really well because it starts to shine. The more my body heats up, the more it projects, just like a lot of fragrances, but this one does it better. You're going to just smell like just better than anybody else. Check it out. But either way, guys, leave it down in the comments. I want to know, what are you guys' top fragrances for summer? No matter if it's for situational or not, tell me what are your top fragrances for summer, and let's chop it up. Let's talk about it. Either way, guys, thank you so much for all the love I've been receiving. I'm giving it all back to you guys. I love everybody out there, and I want you to keep smelling good until that next video.